Welcome, welcome everybody to this live stream NXT, ladies and gentlemen. The best show in the WWE today. My favorite. Welcome everybody. This is NXT live stream, live reaction, watch party, September 13. NXT live stream, live reaction. Wolfgang, welcome everybody to NXT live stream. The main event tonight, Pete Dunne versus Wolfgang for United Kingdom Championship match. And now Billie Kay. Welcome everybody to NXT live stream. The best show in the WWE today is NXT. Billie Kay e Peyton Royce in the arena. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, ladies and gentlemen. The iconic duo of NXT in tag team action. NXT, ladies and gentlemen. There is a mosquito. I go to my webcam. A superfly. There is a little promo about what just happened 2 weeks ago between Peyton Royce and Ruby Riott. And Ruby Riott wants a revenge with the iconic duo. Wants a handicap match last week. Billie Riott talked with William Regal about this possibility of handicap match. William Regal made wants give only a tag team match if Ruby Riott find a partner for this match. The iconic duo Peyton Royce and Ruby Riott. And now Ruby Riott, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everybody to the NXT live stream. In this time there is the opening contest, tag team match with Ruby Riott and a mystery partner against Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, and also a UK Championship match, Wolfgang versus Pete Dunne. Here is the two matches that I know in this time. Welcome Wallace Clash to this live stream. And this time, the first match of the opening contest, Ruby Riott in a tag team match with a mystery partner. In a few seconds, we discovered that mystery partner of Ruby Riott against Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Oh, it's an handicap match. Handicap match is official. Ruby Riott started the match against Billie Kay. The first match, handicap match, Ruby Riott versus Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. And this time, Ruby Riott in control in this handicap match. Drop kick by Ruby Riott on Peyton Royce, but right hand by Billie Kay on Ruby Riott. Handicap match, ladies and gentlemen, the opening contest of NXT today. The opening contest. Now Peyton Royce versus Ruby Riott in control of the match. remember, is a handicap match. The iconic duo versus Ruby Riott this time. Nikki Cross in the arena watching the match. The lunatic Nikki Cross. But the handicap match continues between Ruby Riott and the iconic duo Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, and this time the iconic duo in control of the match. Made a tag and Peyton Royce in the ring. Peyton Royce versus Ruby Riott in this time. Peyton Royce a right hand on the face of Ruby Riott. Nikki Cross on the ringside watching the match, this tag team match, and smile. Back elbow by Ruby Riott on Peyton Royce. Billie Kay, both girl on the apron. A submission maneuver by Peyton Royce on Billie Kay, on Ruby Riott, I'm sorry. But the referee, welcome Francesco. Yes, NXT. Pete Dunne versus Wolfgang. Yes, I agree with you. I think that there will be a good match. Wolfgang. Amazing Pete Dunne also. You arrived just to the best show in the WWE today, NXT. Peyton, Ruby Riott, Billie Kay, 2 counts on Ruby Riott this time. A female referee for this women's tag team handicap match. For this women's handicap match, female referee in the ring. The only one female referee in the WWE today. A right hand by Ruby Riott on Peyton Royce. And now Ruby Riott in control in this handicap match against the iconic duo. Billie Kay missing an elbow drop. Ruby Riott still in control. But Nikki Cross on the ringside. Nikki Cross make the tag. Unbelievable. Nikki Cross attack an unbelievable tag team partner of Ruby Riott, and the handicap match right now become a tag team match. Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott versus the iconic duo. And Nikki Cross attacks Billie Kay and also Peyton Royce. Lunatic Nikki Cross. Unpredictable Nikki Cross in the ring. The craziest women's in the WWE today, Nikki Cross. A small package. Neck breaker by Nikki Cross on Billie Kay. Nikki Cross surprised Ruby Riott because this match was a handicap match, and this time tag team match. Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott together. And Nikki Cross leaving the arena. Yes, Wyatt Family versus Sanity could be a crazy match, amazing. I agree with you. 1, 2, 3, Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott wins the handicap tag team match in this time. Ruby Riott is the winner of the opening contest of NXT today. Handicap match with the unbelievable Nikki Cross. Another mosquito on my webcam. Superfly, I think this is the correct English word to Ruby Riott, ladies and gentlemen, wins an handicap match because an unpredictable help of the lunatic Nikki Cross. What an opening contest, amazing. NXT is amazing as ever. To me, the best show in the WWE today, my favorite. The Superfly continues jump on my webcam. Ruby Riott wins the opening contest tonight on NXT. An handicap match against the iconic duo Billie Kay and Peyton Royce because an unpredictable help for Ruby Riott by Nikki Cross. Ruby Riott is the winner, but is not happy because she wins because the help of Nikki Cross. Ruby Riott, the winner of the opening contest. Johnny Gargano, an interview in the Performance Center with two guys that I don't know. Johnny Gargano in the Performance Center last week talked with two guys, then maybe wants an alliance with him, maybe, perhaps. I remember the opening contest was Ruby Riott handicap match against Billy Kay and Peyton Royce and wins the opening contest. But in a few minutes, Riddick Moss versus Johnny Gargano. Riddick Moss versus Johnny Gargano. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, the second match of the night. I remember you also, the opening contest tonight was Ruby Riott versus the iconic duo Peyton Royce and Billy Kay. And Ruby Riott wins the match because an predictable and unbelievable help of Nikki Cross. Plus, tonight, a huge UK Championship match, Pete Dunne versus Wolfgang. There is a little commercial break in this time, but in a few minutes, we back. This is a promo about the Connor Cure. Everybody remember? Join the superstars of tomorrow. Fight pediatric cancer today. A promo about Connor. You support matters. Connor's Cure. Fighting pediatric cancer. And now we're back in the arena for a match with Johnny Gargano, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in the arena, in the NXT arena, ladies and gentlemen, to a match with the unbelievable Johnny Gargano. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Gargano against Riddick Moss. And now an interview with Wwe Nxt. Everybody remember an amazing feud, a new amazing feud between Wwe Nxt and Lars Sullivan, 305 pounds, 303 pounds. I don't watch a Mae Young Classic and therefore I don't know. But Nikki Cross, I think, is amazing, an amazing character. But I love also this new feud in this time. Wwe Nxt talking about the attacks of the huge Lars Sullivan. Wwe Nxt challenge officially Lars Sullivan for a match next week. Next week a match, Lars Sullivan versus Wwe Nxt. And now Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, ladies and gentlemen, in the arena. £199, Johnny Gargano. Yes, I think I'm agree with you. I like Sullivan. Is a true big guy, 303 pounds. I think that could be the new Brock Lesnar, like Sullivan, because huge, furious, lunatic. Johnny Gargano, but I think that Sullivan deserves a gimmick. Johnny Gargano, ladies and gentlemen, in the ring. for a match against Riddick Moss. Riddick Moss arrived. It's the first time that I see this guy, Riddick Moss. With 262 pounds, Riddick Moss versus Gargano 199. Near 70 pounds advantage difference between these two. Riddick Moss 262 pounds. Riddick Moss, ladies and gentlemen, in the ring. 262 pounds versus Johnny Gargano. Riddick Moss is ready. Yes, I agree with you. And Paul Heyman, I hope that my dream is a stable like the Ingham family, but with Paul Heyman as a manager, with Sullivan, and maybe other monster, maybe. Also Brock Lesnar, no, Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, and other. A stable of heel with manager Paul Heyman. And now Riddick Moss in control of the match against Johnny Gargano. 262 pounds. Riddick Moss in control by Gargano. Reverse with the headlock. Headlock by Gargano. Against the power, speed and agility of Gargano versus the power of Moss. Riddick Moss in control of the match at this time. Huge slam by Riddick Moss on Gargano. A body slam by Gargano on Riddick Moss. And the punishment by Riddick Moss continues. 262 pounds, Riddick Moss versus Gargano, 199 pounds. And this time Riddick Moss, this is the second match of this episode, with Riddick Moss in control of the match. Riddick Moss in control of the match, but Gargano tried to escape. Yes, Gargano. And now, clothesline by Riddick Moss and Gargano down to the ring. Unbelievable, the underdog is... Yes, I think I'm agree with you, Francesco. Heyman deserve a new... Yes, a little bit Tamar, because I don't know another words in English to take it, but it's amazing. I read Mox. It looks like Tom Pritchard of the. I remember the Unholy Bodies. Tom Pritchard. Riddick Moss. Looks like. Gargano in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. There is a commercial break. I remember you. The first match was an handicap match. Ruby Riott versus the iconic duo Billy Kay and Peyton Royce. Ruby Riott wins the match because in a few minutes arrived Nikki Cross and helped her. Maybe she is her tag partners. Unpredictable. And also, in this time, Johnny Gargano versus Riddick Moss. And this time, Riddick Moss in control. I remember you also that next week is official. A matchup between Lars Sullivan, the 303-pounder monster, versus No Way Jose. No Way Jose. Few minutes. A little promo about 205. I just arrived in a few seconds because there is this time a commercial break, short commercial break. This is the good news. The commercial break is short in the WWE network. Special guest of this live stream, the one and the only Hall of Famer, former Intercontinental Champions and WWE World Champions, the Ultimate Warrior. We're back in the NXT show. Riddick Moss in control, still in control of the match against Johnny Gargano. Johnny Wrestling in trouble. Riddick Moss versus Johnny Gargano. Johnny Wrestling in trouble against Riddick Moss. The size disadvantage, the size difference is a huge problem for Gargano, I think. 262 pounds, Riddick Moss. 199 for Gargano. Riddick Moss versus Johnny Gargano, ladies and gentlemen. Riddick Moss continues his punishment on Gargano. A clothesline by Gargano on Moss, but Moss still in control. Another clothesline by Gargano. A third one, vicious forearm. Riddick Moss still in control. Riddick Moss versus Johnny Gargano. And now Moss is in trouble now against Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano in control of the match. Johnny Gargano in control of the match, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. Reverse the match against Riddick Moss. But Sabatelli, the distracting Gargano. Sabatelli is a tag team partner of Riddick Moss. Riddick Moss taking his advantage, but Gargano escape a maneuver. Riddick Moss. Gargano escape a submission maneuver by Riddick Moss. Riddick Moss versus Gargano. Johnny Gargano in control in this time of the match. Johnny Gargano versus Riddick Moss. Riddick Moss used it with a clothesline. A huge slam by Riddick Moss. And Gargano back in trouble. Riddick Moss in control of the match. This is the second match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Riddick Moss versus Johnny Gargano. Sabatelli once again distract Gargano. 1, 2, 3, and yes! Johnny Gargano wins the second match of the card tonight. I remember you the two first results of this episode. Johnny Gargano wins the match against Riddick Moss. Plus, Ruby Ryan wins an handicap match against the iconic duo Billy Kay Peyton Royce. The two first match of the night. Johnny Gargano, big wins the match against Riddick Moss. Johnny Gargano wins the match against Riddick Moss. Big win tonight. But remember the main event, United Kingdom Championship match. Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight, versus Wolfgang. United Kingdom Championship confrontation later tonight on NXT. But I think also that most deserve a gimmick because in this time I remind me Tom Pritchard of the Emily Buddies really most because but I think that he deserve a gimmick, another look, another characters. But it's not one of my favorite on NXT really most. My favorite of NXT are Sanity, Autos of Pain, Heavy Machinery, No Way Jose, and also I like Lars Sullivan. These the guys that I prefer. The Ultimate Warrior, the special guest of this live stream tonight, the Warrior. And now, the Street Profits, ladies and gentlemen, back in the arena. The Street Profits in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, versus the Ely Brothers. The Ely Brothers versus the Street Profits. Yes, I agree with you about the Street Profits. Yes. The NXT Universe loves the Street Profits, the characters. And now the Ely Brothers are two twin. The Ely Brothers #1 against one of the Street Profits. Yurio. One of the Ely Brothers #1 versus Yurio of the Street Profits. Now the Street Profits in control versus these two twins, Ely Brothers. Street Profits in control of the match. Yes, but sometimes they back. I think that the good it's a good for NXT because every week we saw different athletes. The Ely Brothers, the twins in control of the match. The twins in control of the match, ladies and gentlemen. The Ely Brothers versus Street Profits. The Ely Brothers, the twins in control of the match. The Ely Brothers #1 versus one of the Street Profits. Yes, every week a different show with different athletes. This looks like the old school. Remember Wrestling Challenge, the Monday Night Raw with only 45 minutes in 1993, 1994, 1995. The show looks old school style. And now the Street Profits in control against the Ely Brothers. 1, 2, 3, and the Street Profits wins the match. The third match of the night. Street Profits defeat the Ely Brothers, the two twins. Street Profits in control of the match and wins the match. I give you the results of the three match on the cards tonight. In this time, Ruby Riott wins the handicap match against the iconic duo Billie Kay and Peyton Royce because an help of Nikki Cross. Plus, Johnny Gargano wins the match against Riddick Moss, and this time the Street Profits wins the match against the twins Ely Brothers. The NXT universe loves the Street Profits. NXT universe loves the Street Profits, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody loves. I think that in the future the Street Profits will be a new NXT Tag Team Champions. And now, upon what just happened last week, the farewell of yes, everything is in evolution on NXT. I'm agree with you about Andrade Cien Almas. Without the girl was only a jobber, but with the Angelina Vegas, I think that is the name, became a huge difference. And now a promo about the farewell, emotional moments. Last week we saw with when Asuka left, says goodbye to NXT. on this channel you can find a special video about the Asuka farewell of NXT last week. Subscribe the channel. The Asuka Dream. Asuka may be the greatest WWE superstars today, female superstar. Last week, Asuka said goodbye to NXT, and there is a video about that on this channel. And Asuka will be on Raw like a free agent coming soon. The emotional moment last week. Asuka is unbelievable, like says Charlotte in an interview right now. Asuka is the best female athlete today. Charisma, huge character, confidence, and will be coming soon on Raw. And there is a promo about what just happened last week when Asuka says goodbye to NXT. An emotional moment. One of the greatest champions in these years. Nobody is ready for Asuka. Undefeated. 523 days reigning. NXT Women's Champions Asuka. Noah is ready to Asuka. For Asuka. Last week, an amazing emotional moment with Asuka. You can find the video about that on this channel. The titles of this video is Asuka says goodbye to NXT. An interview with Mr. Regal. Future Women's Championship. In next few weeks, something about the Women's Champion. Remember the main event tonight, Pete Dunne versus Wolfgang for the UK Championship match. In a few minutes, the match starts on NXT. Pete Dunne versus Wolfgang. Pete Dunne versus Wolfgang, ladies and gentlemen. The Bruiserweight versus Wolfgang. My prediction is that Pete Dunne still the champ. My prediction. In a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen, Pete Dunne versus Wolfgang for the UK Championship match. But during the commercial break, I remember you the results of this night. Ruby Riott wins a handicap match against the iconic duo Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Johnny Gargano wins a match against Riddick Moss, and plus the Street Profits defeat the Ill Brothers. And now a video about the natural disaster hurricane. WWE donate, go to Red Cross or cal.org or cal 1800 Red Cross to donate to the donation to this tragedy and the people that suffer for this bad tragedy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the NXT arena. Aleister Black speaks next week. Next week, away in the way Jose Brother Sullivan plus Aleister Black. We're back in the NXT arena in a few seconds. Wolfgang in an interview. Wolfgang says that he's ready. Is ready to this championship match of the night against Pete Dunne, but I think that my prediction is that Pete Dunne still UK champions. A country music theme song for Wolfgang. Wolfgang, the challenger for the UK Championship match. Wolfgang versus Pete Dunne, UK Championship match. Wolfgang is ready to his match against Pete Dunne, and Pete Dunne in the locker room to an interview. Pete Dunne doesn't answer the question of the interview, and Pete Dunne arrives in the arena. The UK champions, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne in the arena. My prediction is that Pete Dunne still the champ tonight. The Bruiserweight versus Wolfgang. Wolfgang versus Pete Dunne, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Pete Dunne is an amazing character. I love Pete Dunne. He's not one my favorite, but I like him. WWE United Kingdom Championship. Introducing the challenger from Glasgow, Scotland. 255 pounds. Wolfgang from Glasgow, Scotland, like Roddy Piper, my favorite of all time. His opponent from Birmingham, England. 205 pounds. The WWE United Kingdom champions, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne, ladies and gentlemen, the Bruiserweight. Maybe a small version of Bruiser Brody. United Kingdom Championship match. Pete Dunne versus Wolfgang. My prediction is that Pete Dunne still the champ. The match starts right now. Pete Dunne versus Wolfgang, the main event of NXT today. Wolfgang slammed Pete Dunne, but Pete Dunne continues his punishment. Pete Dunne in control of the match with this vicious submission maneuver. Pete Dunne versus Wolfgang. Pete Dunne in control of the match. Pete Dunne still in control. Yes, but yesterday you don't see Francesco. Yesterday on Raw, no match of cruiserweight, no match yesterday. It's the first time that on Raw yesterday without a match of cruiserweight. Big news to me because I hate the cruiser division. Yes, Dan is if every member of the cruiser could be like Pete Dunne, will be amazing, but it's impossible. But yesterday, no match on Raw but of the cruiserweight. Amazing, because I hate this division. But this time, Wolfgang versus Pete Dunne, ladies and gentlemen, and Wolfgang in control. 255 pounds, Wolfgang 205 pounds, Pete Dunne. Wolfgang versus Pete Dunne. Yes, Enzo in the Miss TV. Wolfgang versus Pete Dunne, ladies and gentlemen. Wolfgang in control. 50 pounds advantage for Wolfgang in this match. Pete Dunne's at 205. Wolfgang 255. Avalanche in the corner by Wolfgang on Pete Dunne. Wolfgang versus Pete Dunne. The Bruiserweight back in control of the match. The Bruiserweight back in control of the match, ladies and gentlemen. In this time, the Pete Dunne back in control of the main event. But I remember you also the other results of the night. Ruby Riott wins the handicap match against the iconic duo Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Plus, Johnny Gargano wins against Riddick Moss, and the Street Profits wins a match against the Ely Brothers. And this time, during the commercial break, in the NXT arena, there is the main event, UK Championship matchup between Pete Dunne versus Wolfgang. But it's not yesterday, Raw. It's 2 days ago. Yesterday was SmackDown Live. Pete Dunne versus the Wolfgang. Pete Dunne submission maneuver, a vicious submission maneuver on Wolfgang. Wolfgang in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Wolfgang versus Pete Dunne, UK Championship match. Wolfgang, avalanche in the corner, 255 pounds, but Pete Dunne, a huge drop kick on Wolfgang. And taken down by Wolfgang. The Bruiserweight still in control. But is outside the ring, maybe a count out. Count 6, the referee. 7. Wolfgang. Wolfgang. Back Pete Dunne on the ring. Now Wolfgang in control. A moonsault by Wolfgang, but Pete Dunne survived. An amazing moonsault by Wolfgang on Pete Dunne. I remember in 1986 in the Royal Rumble, at 2 super heavyweight, then they used a moonsault. I'm talking about the SWAT team. The SWAT team, a team of these 2 super heavyweight, known in the independent circuit like the name of Headhunters. The SWAT team, amazing moonsault with the 2 twins with a 400 pounds each. And now a superplex by Wolfgang, maybe. Try to a superplex with Pete Dunne. Try to a superplex, yes! Superplex by Wolfgang on Pete Dunne. Wolfgang back in the top. Another moonsault back. Pete Dunne use a submission maneuver. And Wolfgang in trouble. A submission maneuver by the Bruiserweight. A submission maneuver by the Bruiserweight, yes. But Wolfgang uses power and escaped the submission maneuver. Speed on the agility by Pete Dunne. Big boots on the face of Dunne by Wolfgang. Pete Dunne still in control. But power slam by Wolfgang. 1, 2. Only 2 count by Wolfgang, ladies and gentlemen. Only 2 counts. Wolfgang can't believe it. Dunne in control. Wolfgang versus the Bruiserweight. Clothesline by Wolfgang. Pete Dunne, right hand by Pete Dunne on the face of Wolfgang. And now 1, 2, 3. Yes, I wins my prediction, ladies and gentlemen. Pete Dunne still UK champions of the WWE. United Kingdom champions, Pete Dunne still the champ. And I remember you the results of this night, of this episode of NXT. Ruby Riott wins an handicap match against the iconic duo Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Maybe because of a big help by Nikki Cross. And also, Johnny Gargano wins the match against Riddick Moss. And also, the Street Profits defeat the Hill Brothers. And now, Pete Dunne still United Kingdom champions. Pete Dunne still the champ, ladies and gentlemen. Pete Dunne still the champions of the United Kingdom. UK champions Pete Dunne. I remember you, the next update on this channel tomorrow night, a special review with one of my action figures about the legend of the past called Harley Race. On Friday, a Diva Art compilation, and next Monday, Monday Night Raw live stream plus No Mercy prediction videos. Special video for you, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel for over 460 WWE videos. Pete Dunne is the big news, still United Kingdom champions. Wins the match against Wolfgang. Pete Dunne is the winner, ladies and gentlemen. No questions about that. What a charisma, crazy charisma for the Bruiserweight. Pete Dunne, but somebody right. It's Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish, Adam Cole, and Riley go to Pete Dunne in this time. Once again. Another interference by this trio. Adam Cole, O'Reilly and Bobby Fish watching Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne attacking one. In a 3 against 1 against Pete Dunne. Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly. And Wolfgang help Pete Dunne. Riley, Cole and Fish against Pete Dunne and Wolfgang in this time. Pete Dunne left the ring. Pete Dunne watch this trio. Pete Dunne doesn't help Wolfgang. No, Pete Dunne back in the ring. Pete Dunne, no, back in the ring only for his belt. Pete Dunne, United Kingdom champions. Riley, Fish, Adam Cole. Brutal attack of this three on Wolfgang in a 3 against 1. Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and O'Reilly. I don't like this trio. O'Reilly, Adam Cole, and Bobby Fish attacks Wolfgang, Pete Dunne, and after Wolfgang. This is the final moment of this episode of NXT. And these 3 guys left the WWE. Yes, but I don't like the attire of these 3. I like the idea, Fish, Cole, O'Reilly versus Regal, but I don't like these 3. These 3 guys is too normal. Some official arrived to help Wolfgang. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of NXT is finished. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I remember you, every day there is a WWE videos on this channel. Over 460 WWE videos, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel.